So when we first found out about COVID, we were actually on our way to Florida. So on the plane, it was weird seeing like people in masks. Nothing was really going on in New York yet. So then when we got to Florida, in the airport, like a bunch of people were still in masks. And then actually it was like our 9th game, and we started seeing other teams, like they were having senior days, and it was weird because it was like our first tournament. So we were all so excited to finally start the season. And then after our last game, our coach told us like we're gonna have 2 weeks off, we might not have a season. So it was just like devastating to hear. Like we worked so hard and we were all so excited. We were finally playing. We had a really young team, so we were finally like working together, getting like team chemistry, everything was coming together finally, and then it all came to an end. When we first found out, the seniors were kind of like sad because we weren't sure if we were getting our year back, if we weren't, if it was gonna be our last game, if we were coming back in a couple weeks. So then after, I remember we were on our way back to the hotel, and one of my best friends sent me a screenshot of the NCAA. They sent out that we would be getting our year of eligibility back. And I remember my sister texted me and she was so excited because everyone assumed like automatically I would be staying. And obviously the first that went through my head, I was like, oh, without a doubt, like I would love to stay. And then actually thinking about it, it was overwhelming to think like I'm going into grad school and I'm starting like a 2-year program. I'm in grad school now and I'm doing elementary school for special education and childhood education. So it was just overwhelming to think like, okay, I have to juggle school and softball now and at a different level of school. So I actually reached out to some of my professors and asked their opinion on my work ethic and if I would be able to handle both. My professors reached out and were confident that I would be able to both succeed on the softball field and in my graduate programs. So after talking to my family, my coaches, and my professors, I was confident and happy to say that I was staying at Manhattanville. I think last year was a learning experience. We had a really young team, so even though we didn't get to play, we learned a lot. We know what we're expecting from each other. We know what our coaches expect from us, so I'm really excited to get back on the dirt. And we actually had a couple practices. The freshmen are really like looking good this year, and we already have like our expectations, our goals set. So we're just really looking forward to achieve what we wish we could have achieved last year.